are a part of DawgNation, you've already probably seen a picture of Elyiss Williams, whether it was from being an early enrollee or at G-Day. I mean, you literally can't miss the guy. 6'6", 255 pounds. The 247 composite has him ranked as the number 4 tight end, but there are other services that have him ranked as the number 1 tight end, but regardless, a top 5 tight end just about anywhere you look. But the thing is, when you're at a Georgia game this year, you're going to look on the sidelines at some point and you're going to know exactly who Elyiss Williams is.
5-star. I mean, he was committed to Georgia for forever, Kaylee. Number 1 tight end for a lot of folks, Kaylee. I'll tell you this. Current member of the Georgia team was watching him work out at G-Day, right? And he was like, that kid looks like LeBron James in a football uniform.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's really all you need to say. I mean, really, Elias, Camden County, South Georgia. And one of the things we wanted to do this week, Kaylee, and I'm glad you're in agreement with me, is really the best thing I can say for the Dog fans that are still smurfing a little bit over losing Mark Bowman, or smarting, or whatever you want to say. Elyiss Williams is that guy. Elyiss Williams, I believe, will be a first-round pick. Todd Hartley and Kirby Smart will develop him into that. He looks like a first-round pick already walking. So for a lot of those folks that are wondering about Mark Bowman, hey, you've already got the number 1 tight end in the country. From the previous cycle, he's in Athens. He will be a first-round pick as well. Oh, yeah, the guy beside him right there is Ethan Barbour. He was also a number 1 tight end for ESPN.com for their ESPN rankings. So Georgia fans, you lost Mark Bowman, but you got probably just as good or an even bigger body version of that in Elyiss Williams, and he's going to be a special football player.
I actually had the chance to watch him play in a playoff game back in December, and of course the athleticism is something that stands out, not even just the fact that he's like a whole head over everyone, but I got the chance to watch him play a lot of defensive end. He played both ways for Camden, so knowing that he got that experience of playing both sides of the ball, but seeing him as a defensive end truly made me realize how athletic and versatile he is as a player.
Yeah, the next generation is definitely in very good hands. I mean, we got to see him live too there. He basically had a highlight every quarter. Georgia is going to feature him a lot, and eventually, Kaylee, he is going to be a very, very big problem for the Dogs.
All right, well, you had the chance to catch up with his coach, so this is what his head coach had to say about Elyiss Williams.
Message for all these Georgia fans that can't wait to see Elias. He's going to enroll early, right?
Yes, in December. Yep.
What are they going to get in Elyiss Williams?
You're getting the best player in the country. I know there's some other players out there, quarterbacks and all that. I'm telling you right now, you're getting the best player in the country. You're getting your next first-round tight end, draft pick tight end.
What keeps you? I know you shut it down, but I'm sure you hear calls or get texts from other schools. What keeps you solid with the Dogs, man?
I just say my relationship with Coach Hartley and Coach Smart.
So going back on this, man, you could be an ex-receiver, man. Is it the dream tight end? Is it whatever helps Georgia? Is it get to the league? I mean, do you have any thoughts about that?
Man, I'm trying to get to the league, help my family, but I play tight end, receiver, split out wide, attach.
What do you play for? What's your why, man? Why do you do this? Football's hard. It's a game of violence. What do you do this for? What's your why?
My why is my family. I just want to provide for them and make sure my kids have wealth, and for their kids to be rich. That's all I say. International wealth.
Elias, for you, looking back on your recruitment, was it always going to be Georgia? Was there ever a point where another team took the lead? Or walk us through like the 4 quarters of your recruitment.
I feel like it's always been Georgia, hometown team, and I feel like it's always been Georgia. I grew up a Georgia fan too, so that made it a major part too.
I think it's fascinating that you hear his coach go, I know there's quarterbacks, I know there's other positions out here, but Georgia's getting the best player in the country.
Picture this, Dog fans.
I'm leaned in now.
Jared Curtis looking at Talon Taylor, wide open, coming across the field, but he spies Elyiss Williams in the corner of the end zone. Jared Curtis throwing to Elyiss Williams. That would be number 1 tight end, number 1 quarterback, 5-star. Oh, by the way, if you had to double Talon Taylor, then what are you going to do with Elyiss Williams? You have nobody that can guard him. End of story. National championship.
All right, that's going to be our next generation series, all about Elyiss Williams.